Ever wonder why koala bears aren't actually bears at all? It's a common misconception, but these cuddly creatures are, in fact, marsupials. Marsupials are a special group of mammals, distinguished by their unique reproduction. Unlike most mammals, they give birth to their young in an underdeveloped state, who then continue to grow in their mother's pouches. Koalas are a fine example of this extraordinary group. Now that we've cleared that up, let's dive into the fascinating life of the koala. A koala's life begins in a rather unusual way. Unlike many mammals, koalas give birth to an underdeveloped offspring known as a joey. This tiny creature, no bigger than a jelly bean and weighing less than a gram, is born after a gestation period of about 35 days. Interestingly, the joey is blind, hairless, and earless at birth. Yet this seemingly helpless creature is equipped with a strong sense of smell and touch, and an instinctual determination. It embarks on a remarkable journey, crawling from the birth canal into the safety of its mother's pouch. This pouch, a warm and protected environment, becomes the joey's home for the next 6 to 7 months. Here it continues to develop, growing fur, eyes, and ears, and feeding on its mother's milk. Now, imagine this. After spending 6 to 7 months in the safety of its mother's pouch, the joey is ready to face the world. Life outside the pouch isn't easy, but koalas are born survivors. As our furry friends leave the comfort of their mother's pouch, they're faced with a whole new world of challenges. Just like any youngster, koalas learn by doing. Their first task? Mastering the art of climbing. With their strong, sharp claws and muscular arms, they begin to navigate the towering eucalyptus trees, their future homes. The journey upward isn't always smooth. They tumble, they slip, but they always get back up. Resilience is in their nature, and with each climb they become stronger, their movements more sure-footed. Next on their learning agenda is finding food. Koalas are fussy eaters. They thrive almost exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, an unusual diet for such a small creature. Eucalyptus leaves are tough, fibrous, and low in nutrition, but the koala's digestive system is perfectly adapted to detoxify the harsh chemicals found in their food. They develop a tolerance for these toxins over time, a remarkable testament to their evolutionary adaptations. But it's not just about climbing and eating. Young koalas also need to learn how to spot danger. In the wild, they face threats from predators like dingoes, large birds of prey, and even domestic dogs and cats. They quickly learn to use their keen sense of hearing and smell to detect these threats and stay out of harm's way. As they grow, they learn to communicate, using a range of sounds from bellows to squeaks and screams. Each sound carries a different message, whether it's a male staking his claim to a territory or a female calling out to her young. Every day, these young marsupials are learning, adapting, and growing stronger. It's a tough world out there, but they're equipped to handle it. Their journey from vulnerable joeys to independent adults is truly a marvel of nature. By the time they're 1 year old, these young marsupials are ready to venture out on their own. Koalas lead a solitary life, but they know how to make the most of it. As adults, koalas embrace a lifestyle that might seem peculiar to many, but it's simply their way of life. A good chunk of their day, about 20 hours, is spent snoozing in the fork of a tree. But don't be fooled, this isn't laziness. Koalas have a low metabolic rate due to their fibrous and nutrient-poor diet, which consists mainly of eucalyptus leaves. This diet demands a lot of energy to digest, and so a long nap is their way of conserving energy. When they aren't catching up on their beauty sleep, koalas are busy feeding. They are picky eaters, having a preference for about 30 out of 600 species of eucalyptus. They eat around 1 kilogram of leaves per day, carefully selecting the most nutritious and water-rich leaves to munch on. Communication among koalas is quite fascinating. They aren't social creatures, but they do have a complex system of vocal communications. Males tend to bellow deeply to indicate their presence to females and to warn off other males. These low-frequency bellows are surprisingly powerful for such a small creature and can be heard up to 800 meters away. Koalas are also territorial, with males generally occupying small home ranges that overlap with those of several females. They mark their territories by rubbing their chests, which have scent glands, against trees. This leaves a scent that tells other koalas who's boss in that area. The life of an adult koala isn't just about eating and sleeping. It's about maintaining their territory, communicating with potential mates, and conserving energy through long naps. It's a unique lifestyle that is perfectly adapted to the demands of their environment and diet. Despite their solitary nature, koalas have a complex social structure that helps them thrive in the wild. Their life is a testament to the power of adaptation and the intricate balance of nature. Life isn't always easy for a koala. In their native Australian environment, these adorable marsupials face an array of challenges. Top on the list is habitat loss due to deforestation. As eucalyptus forests are cut down for urban development and agriculture, the koala's home range is shrinking, leaving them with fewer trees for shelter and food. Then there's climate change. Rising temperatures and extended droughts are causing eucalyptus leaves, the koala's primary food source, to dry out. This not only deprives them of nourishment but also the vital hydration they receive from these moisture-rich leaves. Disease, too, is a significant threat. Chlamydia, a bacterial infection, is particularly prevalent among koala populations, leading to blindness, infertility, and sometimes death. But there's hope. Conservationists across the globe are fighting to protect this iconic species. Efforts are underway to restore and protect eucalyptus habitats and to develop a vaccine for chlamydia. There are also dedicated rescue and rehabilitation organizations that care for injured and sick koalas, nursing them back to health and releasing them back into the wild. In this struggle for survival, every individual action counts. From supporting habitat restoration projects, to advocating for policies that combat climate change, to donating to koala conservation organizations, there are myriad ways to get involved. The survival of the koala is in our hands, and each of us can play a part in ensuring their future. Koalas are more than just cute faces, they're survivors, each with a unique story to tell. Today, we've journeyed through the life of a koala from birth to adulthood. We've seen their unique upbringing, explored their daily life, and delved into the struggles they face for survival. These incredible creatures are a testament to the resilience and beauty of nature. If you enjoyed learning about koalas and want to discover more about the fascinating world of wildlife, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.